And I want your calls tonight on the Tory revolution or counter-revolution, which is going to change life for the poorest people in this country. It's a very big song and dance about a relatively small saving in public expenditure. I say relatively because, of course, I have in mind the amount of money lost to the Exchequer every year by the calculation of the Liberal Democrats, who are, of course, one part of the pantomime horse, which is the British government. More than £100 billion every year is lost to the Exchequer by those avoiding or even evading taxation. But funnily enough, if you walk round the City of London, you will not see a single poster inviting people to phone a hotline to shop a tax dodger. But you will, on many a bus shelter up and down the country, see imprecations to the public to shop someone who says they're disabled but actually hops, skips and jumps all the way to the boozer on a Friday night, or maybe even more often than a Friday night. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not naive. I was a Member of Parliament for almost 25 years, representing two inner-city constituencies with a very great deal of poverty in them. I myself have seen with my own eyes people who have claimed to be disabled and were not. I have seen with my own eyes families who didn't want to work. I'm not in favour of people being unemployed. Never confuse me, as I've often said on here, with being a liberal. I am not a liberal. I believe everybody has to work, and everybody who can should. But those who can't shouldn't be hounded to the point of breakdown to save a few quid, especially when toffs and spivs are getting away with the prize. We'll go into some of the details in the course of the programme of the so-called welfare reform. Reforms, when I was young, were means by which things got a little bit better, but slowly. Nowadays, reforms means things getting a lot worse and faster. At least that's my thesis. I want yours. 08717 223344. You may, out there, be aware of lots of people in your street, up your tenement building, in your local pub, in the local community who are abusing the benefit system. And I certainly will not stop you having your say here. But I'm going to argue my corner, that the Tories are exaggerating the problems associated with the welfare state, that in a situation where the economy is very close to going into double dip recession, where unemployment is now 2.5 million, and where fully 1 in 5 of young people are unemployed, this is not the time to be driving down on the poorest people, driving people off the welfare system when there are no jobs, demonstrably no jobs for them meaningfully to do. That's where I stand. Where stand you? 08717 223344.